Good morning, ma'am. This is Saksham Gojre here. Today I'll be talking on carbon monoxide. So let's start without any further ado. So, first of all, what is carbon monoxide? Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless, and a tasteless flammable gas that is slightly less dense than air. We know that it is connected by a triple bond that consists of two pi bonds and one sigma bond. Carbon monoxide is almost water insoluble gas. It is a powerful reducing agent and reduces almost all metal oxides other than those of alkali and alkaline earth metals. So, how is carbon monoxide formed? Carbon monoxide is formed by direct oxidation of carbon in limited supply of oxygen. Now, in a small scale, carbon monoxide is prepared by dehydration of formic acid with concentrated sulfuric acid in 373 Kelvin, which is 100 degrees Celsius. But in a commercial scale, it is prepared by the passage of steam over hot coke. The mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen creates something which is known as water gas or synthesis gas. But when air is used instead of steam, the mixture of carbon monoxide and nitrogen is produced, which is known as producer gas. Now, coming to the source of carbon monoxide is produced from the partial oxidation of carbon containing compounds. It forms when there is not enough oxygen to produce carbon dioxide, such as when in a stove or an internal combustion engine in an enclosed spaces. In the presence of oxygen, carbon monoxide burns with a blue flame, producing carbon dioxide. Now, coming to the molecular properties of carbon monoxide, which is according to ideal glass law, carbon monoxide has a molar mass of 28, which makes it slightly dense than air, whose average molar mass is 28.8. The bond length between carbon atom and the oxygen atom is 112.8 picometer. This bond length is consistent with a triple bond, as in molecular nitrogen, which has a similar bond length and nearly the same molecular mass. The boiling point and melting point are very similar to those of nitrogen and represents the strongest chemical bond known. Now, coming to carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide poisoning is one of the most common type of fatal air poisoning in many countries. Since we know carbon monoxide is highly toxic because it combines hemoglobin to produce carboxyhemoglobin by binding to the site in hemoglobin that normally carries oxygen, leaving it ineffective for delivering oxygen to bodily tissues. Due to the lone pair on carbon monoxide molecule acts as a donor and reacts with certain metals when heated to form metal carbonides. This prevents hemoglobin in the red blood capsules from carrying oxygen around the body and ultimately resulting in death. Now, where and how does carbon monoxide occur? Carbon monoxide is present in small amounts in Earth's atmosphere. About half of carbon monoxide in Earth's atmosphere is formed by burning fossil fuels and biomass. Most of the rest comes from chemical reactions with organic compounds emitted by human activities in plants. Small amounts are also emitted from the ocean and geological activity because carbon monoxide occurs dissolved in molten volcanic rock at high pressures in the Earth's mantle. Now, coming to the production of carbon monoxide, there are mainly two uses of carbon monoxide. In industrial uses, carbon monoxide is used as a predominant product which initially produces carbon dioxide equilibrates with remaining hot carbon to give carbon monoxide. The reaction of carbon dioxide with carbon to give carbon monoxide is described as Bourdard reaction. In laboratories, carbon monoxide is also produced by heating an intermediate mixture of powdered zinc metal and calcium carbonate, which releases carbon monoxide and leaves behind zinc oxide and calcium oxide. Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.